So Tammy bursts through the door. She's got a 3-foot dildo in one hand, a jar of marmalade in the other. She's like, boys, this night's about to get wild.
Sounds like my kind of night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Where's Carl podcast here on the Monkey Caviar Podcast Network. I am Tiny, your host. With me, as always, the man who would eat a salted fish if I gave it to him, Adam Levy. Adam, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great, Mike. How you doing?
I'm good. I haven't washed up on a beach anywhere.
Yeah. I'd say that makes for a good start to the week.
I'm feeling better than Tara did. I'm looking forward to next week's like Spencer episode. I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome. All right. There's a lot of hate today. There's a lot of hate out there.
Yeah, I understand. I get where people are coming from. I was really disappointed after this week's episode too.
All right, this is the number 4 in a row of what we can only deem as the most boring run of episodes since they were on the train tracks headed to Terminus.
I mean, they've pretty much spent the last 5 weeks since the premiere establishing the status quo around, wherever it is they are, Virginia.
Yeah. And I get that. And I said, in the beginning, we're going to need a little setup for what's about to happen. It's all going to come out. It's going to be this big shit. And if they don't start mixing these stories up, it's not going to be nothing. It's going to be 8 standalone episodes, and we're going to be at the end of it going, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. I mean, we've pretty much had 5 of them scratching our heads saying, what the fuck's just happened? And this one was probably the lamest of the bunch. I mean, I like Tara, but I don't know if Tara is strong enough to carry her own episode.
Oh, no, we found out she's not.
No,
she's totally
one of the things I was thinking as I watched the episode is, you look back at episode 2 and Carol, when she was with Ezekiel in the kingdom, she did an amazing job of faking it. Tara,
Melissa McBride is amazing.
Well, I don't know if it's the actor or the character themselves, but the character of Carol did such an amazing job of faking it, like she was, excited and just like, oh, having fun. Whereas Tara sucks. She can't lie to save her life. She just looks like she's.
I think Tara played it like Tara. I mean, she kind of joked her way halfway through it, and she tried to not keep it on the serious tip. That's how I felt. So I thought it was true to the character.
Yeah,
she didn't need an episode. She needed 10 minutes of an episode.
Yeah.
Everything that was done in this episode, I really think could have been condensed down to 10 minutes. From her washing up on the beach to her getting caught to through dinner. I mean, the whole thing could have taken 10 minutes, cut back one more time for her escape, and that's it. That's all we should have had.
Yeah.
Instead, we get a full episode of Tara, very little Heath, and a lot of people saying, well, if you're saying this is a bad episode, you're not a real fan. All right, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Only a real fan is going to criticize an episode. Only a real fan is going to hold it up against good episodes and say this was a shit episode.
Yeah, so, I mean, just because you're a fan doesn't mean you have to love every single episode of the show. There are going to be some bad episodes. There was a bad half a season back in season 4. I still love the show, but that second half of season 4 sucked ass.
Yeah, I made an analogy on one of the groups today that said something to the effect of, if you say I can't say it was a bad episode, then you can't say that a Cleveland Brown fan can't say they played a bad game when they're 0-12, even though they're still going to be a Cleveland Brown fan.
Yeah.
You hate your team, but you're still a fan.
Yeah.
This was a shitty episode. With that said, I'd watch it 100 times in a row instead of, This Is Us. So, I mean, I don't want to. God, that's like torture to watch that.
I have not seen an episode of that show.
Me neither. Don't want to. Seen a couple of previews, and I was like, "Oh, gag." I got enough fucking drama in my life.
In it, though,
man, I got enough drama in my life. I don't need fucking Peter Petrelli's drama too. So no, forget it. Yeah, I couldn't even with that show. Like the first trailer, I was like, "Oh my god, that's horrible." No way I'm watching it.
I hear you.
All right, so Oceanside, huh?
I guess so. I would have called it, Camp Crystal Lake.
Right?
I mean, because it had that whole summer camp vibe to it, man. You got kids doing arts and crafts. You got crossbows. I mean, I don't know.
Tammy in the chat room said she'd rather watch an episode of Tara than an episode of Beth. All right. That's
Well,
fair.
a Beth episode would be pretty boring since she's dead, but it's gonna be
Are we talking Beth a Walker Beth or like live Beth? Because Walker Beth I could watch all night.
Well, I mean, back when Beth was, on her own with Daryl, those are some entertaining episodes. I mean,
Right, at least they do shit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's nobody doing shit
the house
right
down.
now.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the show right now is nobody is doing anything.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting for the show to come to them, including us. We're waiting for Negan to be like a huge part of this. And it's just not there. Hopefully next week. It looks like Carl and Jesus are arriving at Sanctuary.
Well, yeah, we do see some of that. But yeah, I mean, this, like I said, it's all been 5 weeks of showing us where the world is around Negan, and just each week we seem to meet a new group of people that have been beat down by Negan, and we know Negan's a badass. Negan takes over places, and Negan does horrible things. They don't have to keep showing us every place that he's done this to and what he's done to all these different people.
Yeah, we get it. He's a bad man. Lined up all their men, shot them all. Anybody over the age of 10.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's what he does. He made his point. But they did something that our beloved Alexandria people, they fucking left. They were like, peace. We'll go find somewhere else. We're not going to work for it. We're going to leave.
And they did find someplace else.
Again, what are they going to do? Kill all the men? Sorry, they're already gone.
Yeah. Not to mention, they're pretty well armed.
Right? And that's obviously what this episode is a setup. I think it sets up two things in the future. One, we have the possibility of a Beatrice Tara romance.
Maybe.
And two, Rick is obviously going to get all of them guns. That's going to happen.
I think so. I mean, I don't know if we're going to see the women of Oceanside join the alliance of the other three.
I think they have to, because I don't want to see Rick and the gang go in and subjugate a bunch of women.
No,
I really don't want to watch that, and I don't think they're gonna let us do that.
Yeah, I mean, if we had Rick lead a group of people in there and just kill a bunch of women, I think everybody would start to hate Rick even more than they do the current Rick.
Yeah, so I don't think that's an option. I don't think they're gonna go in there and be like, "Give us all your guns, bitches." No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
So I think the logical step is, Game of Thrones. You tie them together through marriage. So Tara and Beatrice get together, and bam, you have our first lesbian marriage in the post-apocalypse. And we join our two houses together. We take your guns. You guys give us men. And there you go. Sperm extraction begins, according to Talking Dead.
So do you think Father Gabriel would be down with the gay marriage?
I don't think Father Gabriel's got shit to say at this point, does he? He's a fucking creepy smile. What's he gonna do? Negan's gonna bash him on the head. So they do like Mazel Tov and they step on the glass they're just gonna stomp on Father Gabriel.
Well, they'll just pin a walker down and like stomp on his head.
The new Torah. Oh God. All right, we're going into horrible places. We're going into places I don't want to go. So let's get off of that. So it was just super long. There was so much of her, like from her landing on the beach to her getting in there was like 10 minutes of her walking through what was basically 20 feet of not that dense forest.
No.
Island foliage at best.
Yeah, and what was it, that little girl that she just loved to kill people? She just wanted to kill people.
Rachel wants to fuck somebody up so bad.
She was excited.
She spit on Tara on her way out. I fucking dig that girl.
Yeah, I mean, she was excited to kill that zombie on the beach. She was all ready to kill Tara when she washed up on shore.
I named that one. That was my kids buried me up to here walker.
Nice.
I've been trying to do it without, I watch Talking Dead, of course, and I see all their in memoriams, and I'm like, some of those are good, some of those are bad.
Well, see, I think they missed an opportunity there when they named them the Sandwalkers. They should have called them Sand People.
Yeah, they're total sand people, right?
Really get the crowd going.
Yeah, I went. Obviously, I'm full Star Wars with it tonight. So yeah, Sand
Yeah.
People it is. So it's just super long. So she gets discovered, and they the ladies of the ocean side start shooting at her, and they shoot worse than villains on the fucking A-Team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're worse than stormtroopers. They didn't hit shit.
No. I mean, they got close, but I mean, really, if they were aiming to shoot her, they were doing a really bad job of that.
Hi, Julie. Welcome to the chat room. Good to see
Hi,
you.
Julie.
There.
Hi, Tammy. Good to see you.
We have 2 people in our chat room. Holy crap. We're like catching
I know.
on. Thanks, everybody.
We can actually have a conversation now.
Right? We can talk to them now. Oh, man. This is getting so cool. So, okay, my question here about Tara's actions on the bridge. All right. Who pulls a fucking duffel bag out of a giant hill of sand and goes, oh, it's heavy. And then, oh, shit, it's Polo fucking Walker. Well, duh. What'd you think it was, Polo?
Yeah, I mean, if there'd have been like an arm sticking out, I could have seen, maybe like, hey, let's be cautious. But, if you're looking at it from just walking up on it, you think, okay, well, maybe this is just a kind of barrier to keep, to slow anyone down from trying to get over. We can take them out, not just say, hey, we're going to bury.
Right? Oh, they barricaded the bridge. That's fucking beautiful. What a smart idea. But then there's this duffel bag that is obviously underneath there.
Yeah.
Like it was just and she just starts yanking on it. Like, fuck Scoob. At least Scooby would like get Shaggy first to go, like, do you think?
Yeah.
Like she just started pulling. And of course that led to an avalanche of sand people walkers.
Well, I mean, the thing you got to realize is that most people they're just stupid. They don't think about this kind of stuff. They're living in a world where they're in imminent danger every step of the way. And, so they don't think like, oh, there's a duffel bag, I'm going to pull it. It could be, there could be something more than the 8 cans of fried okra we found.
Well, was Carl going to be in there?
Like, it was big enough. You probably could have
found Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just a dumb move. And then, so there's some. Well, Heath. How do I feel about Heath in this whole situation? First of all, it looks like Heath is going to get overtaken and then kind of runs away.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he looked a little cowardly. And then Tara comes back and remembers that like he was standing there like about to get killed. And that they seem kind of different. Do you agree?
They do. I mean, yeah, because it did look like he was running off. I mean, to be fair, if I was in that position, I would probably try to get away too. I mean, I don't think he was right. I don't think that he was just trying to leave her there, but he was in a position where he couldn't have done much where he was. Yeah. I mean, but I'm also going back to the conversation they had earlier where he's basically like everyone's out for themselves at this point. So thinking of that conversation,
he did kind of give up on the everybody is working as a team kind of thing and kind of threw it to everybody's really just out for themselves. And in the end, you're going to throw whoever you have to under a bus to survive.
Yeah. And,
which is kind of true.
And after that conversation and then that scene, it looked like, okay, well, maybe Heath really is, just thinking up for himself at this point. He can't get to Tara to save her. Tara is, she looks like she's pretty much fucked at that point. Cut your losses and run.
Where's it going to go? Where's Heath now, do you think?
I have no idea.
Wildly.
Well,
because that's what everybody will do. What's going to happen is he's going to show up in Alexandria in like 4 episodes, and it'll be a half a day. It'll be like, hey.
Yeah. Well, either that or he made it back before, Tara did because she was on foot. So
yeah, they showed her back there, so no, that can't happen.
Well, just because they showed her back there doesn't mean he's not back there. We didn't see very much of. We saw her see Eugene. We saw her talk to Rosita. It's possible that he may have been back there, but we honestly don't know at this point.
And may I just say, Rosita was looking mighty fine because maybe it's just that I haven't seen Rosita lately. But hello, darling.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, it's you get like a couple people per episode these days. It seems. They can't.
If we're lucky.
Yeah.
We're lucky.
I mean, I don't know if it's this is they have to do this because of contract issues where they're like, okay, we can only have so many people, each person for so many episodes a season, so you gotta spare it out so we can get them all.
I had to blow. I'm getting old, dude. I couldn't read the chat.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to get it larger so I wasn't squinting at it.
Yeah.
It's fucking being old sucks. Don't get old. It's horrible.
Speaking of casting and whatnot, have you heard the rumors that Carl may end up dying at the end of the season?
I heard, yeah, Carl might go to college.
Well, he's been accepted to college. But
we were going to talk about this on Monkey Caviar on Wednesday, but my internet freaked out and I got cut short. But yeah, so he got accepted to
Auburn.
Yeah, which is in Alabama, which is just it's like 20
it's like an hour,
Georgia.
It's like an hour and a half from where they film. So
yeah, I'm thinking if they have Chandler Riggs on campus, they can make adjustments for his shooting schedule. And if it's like this, I mean, what's he got to show up for? Fucking a week?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, he's done one episode or two. All right.
Yeah.
But I mean, not a lot of work.
No.
So I think there's time to work around him. And like I said, you can send anybody off on a supply run for a season and have them disappear.
Exactly.
That's totally fine. And the way they do the half seasons.
Yeah.
I can certainly see him disappearing for 8 episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know that they're going to kill Carl off.
No, I mean, I think even though they make changes on the show between the differences between the show and the book, I think killing off a character like Carl would be pretty drastic. I can't see I can't see them doing it to further the story. If anything, it's going to be because he wants to focus on school. But like I said, they can work around it. He's got vacations. You can shoot in summer.
Can you recast it? Can you just go, okay, you're gone. We're going to get a new kid to come in and play Carl.
Well, yeah, maybe if they blow off like another part of Carl's face, you can just get some other person. Right? Just bandage him up and it look like the Unknown Soldier or something.
Carl gets shot 4 more times and still somehow lives through it. He's invincible.
Yeah, you can just Carl can become a lead farmer.
No, I don't think that. I mean, I don't think it would be smart for Chandler Riggs to drop this show before its run is over. No. Like I said, this is not going to be a 20-year show. Like 10 would be a stretch, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
we're all a little tired of how it repeats itself, and it is just one more bad guy after the next.
I mean, I think as of right now, this is probably one of AMC's longest running shows, if not the longest running. Breaking Bad and Mad Men only ran like 5 seasons,
5 or 6, yeah.
So and they're in their 7th now, so this is probably their longest, and it's
maybe run just as long
if they do it right. Yeah.
Oh, good, yeah. I can't wait for that to come back. I'm really so excited.
Yeah.
One that started a podcast. So, what do you think about the Beatrice Tara possibility?
I'm trying to remember which one Beatrice is.
Beatrice was the short-haired one of the Kathy Beatrice duo.
Okay.
That was with LaTanya, I think her name was, the older woman who was in charge.
Okay. I mean, if anything, I figured it would be Tara and Cindy.
Okay, so Tara knocks Beatrice out.
Yeah.
Right? And then she's kind of like lets her live, and then she's kind of got the short butchy cut, and
yeah, I mean, she definitely looks the part.
So I think that I wouldn't say that they I'm not against the Cindy love affair. You can go interracial, that's fine with me. I'm all good with that.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go with like a full-on lesbian relationship, I mean, go all out, go lesbian, go biracial, just get all of it out there. Just cover all your bases.
Says it's Tara Cindy sparks flying. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't have good gaydar. Maybe I'm just off. I'm a big fan of lesbianism, though. Huge fan.
What was it? What was it? Bill Hicks said, "The only thing I love more than a woman is 2 of them."
Right? That's exactly right. So they invite Tara over for dinner. And I love that their sales pitch is, hey, you've been here and we have fish.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
why don't you stay?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Um,
I think staying is the only way they can, guarantee that she won't tell anybody else where Camp Crystal Lake is. Yeah, I want to see Negan walk out in a hockey mask.
Hockey mask. Oh, fuck, I'd piss myself. Now that's PP Pan City.
Yeah.
So, so she tells them a little bit about Alexandria and how they're a big community and the Saviors came and they destroyed them at the satellite station. And it's all the same stuff. They went into hiding instead of fighting. And so they decide, we'll send a girls back with you. You'll find your guy friend and you can go back to your town and we'll check it out.
Well,
and that's total bullshit.
It was. No, but see, at this point, this is where Tara first realizes that satellite station they took out wasn't the extent of the Saviors. They just took out a small group of them. And I think at this point, Tara might be scared for what's going to happen. She doesn't know. She's been gone for 2 weeks. She doesn't know, how this might have, pissed off the rest of the Saviors, not knowing how many there are. And, not knowing what's waiting for her when she gets back, because there's nothing but bad news for her when she gets back.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly like, hey, you're back. Well, good to see you. Let's get some fireworks out. No, it was
no. First thing it was a sad geek crying.
We got some shit to tell you, and it starts with Denise.
Yeah.
And it gets worse from there.
Yeah. There's nothing than a sad geek crying to welcome you home. I mean,
yeah, poor Eugene.
Yeah.
Did you see my thing this week on the post about who would be in your Black Friday shopping squad?
I did.
Yeah, do you have one for me?
I've got two. I've got two that could work. I'd go with Carl.
Yeah,
the sympathy.
Carl's Wiley.
Well, the sympathy, because you got the little kid with one eye,
Yeah.
Or Glenn, because that kid knows how to get shit.
Well, all right, Glenn with his eye popped out, because that is a distraction.
No, I'm talking
popped out, Glenn. That's great.
I'm talking like season 1, season 2, Glenn. When Glenn was the scavenger.
Okay, I want Merle because he's got that fucking stabby thing.
That bionic arm.
Yeah, the bionic arm. I dig that. And of course, I want Michonne because 1, we need some samurai swords in our shopping.
Yeah.
And 2, me and that girl would just have a blast.
The other one I'd go with is Abraham, just because he's big and scary.
Yeah, he'd be a good one. He'd work.
Oh yeah.
The governor would work as well because the eye patch that throws people. You can't go trekking through Walmart in an eye patch and not even here. Even here, you can't go trekking through a Walmart with an eye patch and not raise a few eyebrows.
Well, I don't know, man. Have you ever been like the people of Walmart.com? I mean, have you seen some of the people that go through there?
See them? I fucking live near them. Like, that's all around here, man. It's not good. There's Walmarts everywhere. And the people. All right, so this afternoon, I needed cigarettes, so I was going to leave the house, and I had on my flannel pajamas because it's a little cold out.
Yeah.
So I threw on some sweats to go to the gas station. And Kristen goes, wait, you changed from pajamas into sweats to go out in public? And I'm like, this is a totally acceptable wardrobe change.
Yeah.
I don't want to go trekking through the kangaroo in my, flannel jammies. But a pair of gray sweatpants is perfectly acceptable.
It is.
She did not see it that way.
There's nothing wrong with a pair of sweats.
Tammy says to keep Abe out of the canned goods aisle. Yeah, that's a good call. That's good. She said Judas because she would be snatched something from me. If nobody would snatch anything if you had a baby with you. Nah, that's bullshit. I would.
No. Yeah.
You've
seen some of those people, man? Those people they'd probably snatch the baby too.
Not my fault you were dumb enough to have a kid. I'm still getting my TV for $47.
That's right. I don't care who I got to knock out of the way.
I love it. It's like The Purge. Like every day after Thanksgiving is like The Purge. I just sit back and watch.
Yeah, Black Friday is an event in and of itself. I mean, damn, I try to avoid any place where things are sold. I don't go to the grocery store on Black Friday, man.
Nah, yeah, I stayed home pretty much all day. Did I leave the house that day? No, I don't think I did.
I did. I drank heavily.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah.
I was lucky. Kristen was out of town for Thanksgiving, so I had Thursday and Friday all to my lonesome.
Nice.
So yeah, I didn't do shit.
Yeah, the boy was down, so they had to get together at his sister's place.
Right on. How was the boy? Did you see him? I guess you saw him.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, does he talk funny? Do you think he talks funny?
I don't think so.
All right, see, do I talk funny?
No.
All right, because I mean, I know that I have an accent now. Like I can definitely hear it, and I say y'all a lot more than I ever have in my life.
I think you just kind of pick up, the language that the certain vernacular that's from where you are. If you were living in England, you'd probably pick up some of the slang out there.
When I came back from Minnesota, I sounded like a moron. Not to defame the fine people of Minnesota. You're a wonderful state with a fine football team, and I love you. Even when we lose. Oh. All right. See, we have nothing to talk about in this episode, and that's why we've broken into Thanksgiving, fantasy football, and whatever. All right. So we were talking about zombie playlists. Zombie killing playlist.
I want to say one other thing about the episode because
go ahead. You can say anything you want about the episode. I mean, we didn't really. I know there wasn't a lot to talk about.
No, Oceanside kind of reminded me. It almost seemed like a Wonder Woman ripoff. This was like Paradise Island, and Cindy was kind of like the Wonder Woman. She was, the one that believed in the outsiders, and goodwill towards others. So I just kept wanting to call them Amazons the entire time because it seemed like they pulled this straight out of DC and like, oh, let's do a Wonder Woman story here in the midst of The Walking Dead.
Cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
If she has a fucking lasso of truth, I'm gonna be fucking totally down.
No, but she's got an awesome sniper rifle and some good skill with that.
Yeah, she's pretty good with the rifle. I noticed that she camped down on top of the rape van, which is the best place to use a sniper rifle. It's from on top of Frank's dirty rape van.
Yeah.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. God, Frank, it is a rape van, straight up.
Nice.
All right, so just for fun, if you were gonna kill a bunch of zombies and you were gonna pop in the iPod and your earbuds, and you had a few tracks to slay some undead, what would you listen to?
Do you want to just go one at a time, or?
Well, yeah, I'm going to start with the one that kind of started this, was Silent All These Years, Tori Amos. And somebody posted, what song would you kill zombies to? And there's something very nice and soft and piano-y and haunting about that song.
Yeah.
So when I combine that song in my head with like really graphic, violent images, it's like my happy place.
Well, considering the song's about rape, I mean, yeah, there's nothing happy about that song.
It's not even the context of the song.
Yeah.
So it really is just the tone. And the chat room's loving this topic.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I've always wanted to do like a Matrix style shootout scene with Silent All These Years playing in the background, because I think it's that creepy. But
yeah.
She also does a version of Raining Blood that's pretty fucking fantastic. That would work as well. But yeah, I'll start with Tori Amos. What are you going to lead off with?
I'm going to lead off with, and it's just because it's used so greatly as an opening for another movie. Come and Get Your Love.
From the Guardians?
From Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right. Yeah, there's something about those groovy 70s little rockin' jams that Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack is amazing.
It really is.
I've done audio rounds for it in my trivia that are like, just because they're all great songs.
And the other one from that soundtrack I'd have to pull would probably be Hooked on the Feeling.
Yeah, of course. Blue Sweet.
Blue Swede, yeah.
Very nice. I have to go with my favorite band of all time. I have to put some Oingo Boingo on here.
Well, of course.
So I would have to see. We started talking about this in the pre-show. I said Dead Man's Party. There are many a Boingo song to kill walkers to. Pedestrian Wolves would probably be a really good one.
Yeah. No One Lives Forever.
Yeah, any of the later, darker Boingo when they got really into the Beatles.
Yeah. I went with Violent Love because I love the beat.
I do love that song. And that fits right in there with like from Shaun of the Dead when they're playing Don't Stop Me Now on a jukebox.
I actually put that song on my I had that on my playlist too. And I wasn't even thinking Shaun of the Dead. I was thinking just because it's a fun up-tempo song and you could just swing to it. I mean, it's just good for
Tammy Parker's Thriller.
Of course.
All right, I have All I Do Is Win from DJ Khaled. All I do is win no matter what.
Just not Easy Street.
No, not Easy Street. Well, you gotta have Easy Street now.
Now you do.
The DJ Khaled song comes expressly. I don't know this song at all, but Emma Stone did a lip sync battle of it on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh God, okay, I remember that. Yeah,
full on locked. And from that day on, huge fan.
Yeah.
So that one's on Emma Stone.
Let's see. Next, I would probably have to go with Maxwell Murder by Rancid.
All right, that's a little off track. I'm not sure that I'm aware of that one.
I think it's the first song off "And Out Come the Wolves." It's a really solid album by itself. There.
Okay, I can add one here. Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta add that one. All right, that's horrible. All right, I put a little Motley on here, a little Motley Crue, because I'm older. Sometimes I need a little '80s fix. So don't go away, mad. Just go away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's Mother by Danzig.
All right, I get it. That's creepy. I like that one. Dueling banjos. No, not dueling banjos. Creepy with dueling banjos. No.
Well, only if a zombie's playing the other banjo.
I think I have four more.
Okay.
All right, I got my favorite Aerosmith 10-inch record. I just love the song.
Yeah.
Always fun. And then I'm going to pair it with Live and Let Die from McCartney and Wings. Because it's got the really good bat warm up.
Yeah.
And you can hit it every time. So yeah, that's a good one. All right. You got any more?
Oh yeah, I got a few.
All right, go because my last two are pretty fucking awesome.
Taking it back a bit, Added Up by the Violent Femmes.
Oh yeah, very good. Yes, I love the Femmes. Here, fun fact. My high school computer programming teacher, because yes, we had that shit.
I remember this.
His brother-in-law was the horn player, one of the horn players for the Violent Femmes.
That's awesome.
Yes, it was very awesome.
I lived next door to the drummer from the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones for a number of years when I was in Pasadena.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
That's very cool. All right, what else you got?
Hysteria by Muse.
Nah, I don't like Muse.
I do. I love Muse.
Sorry. All right.
Just
disagree.
That's fine.
At least you're not doing Dave Matthews, because I'd have to sign off.
I do not have any Dave Matthews on my playlist here.
Friends, do not let friends do Dave Matthews. Not on zombie playlists, not on regular playlists. Friends, do not let friends listen to Dave Matthews.
No, I agree.
All right.
For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica.
Yeah. All right, I'm down with that. If I was going to pick a Metallica song for beating zombies, I would go Four Horsemen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll add that one. Sure.
Love Me Dead by Ludo.
No, unfamiliar.
Sex Machine by James Brown.
Get up.
Exactly. And
I like that one.
And I think I would end it with The Idiots Are Taking Over by NoFX.
Oh. All right. I have Phil Esposito, best around from the Karate Kid.
Oh, that's fantastic. I cannot believe I didn't think of that one.
Thank you. Thank you. How could you not? What a montage that would create in your own brain.
Oh, that would make for a great zombie killing montage.
And my final one would be Break Stuff, Limp Biscuit.
Oh, good Lord. I'm trying not to think about Limp Bizkit too often anymore.
Those are horrible. This is by far the fastest show we've ever done. And we've rolled through a whole section of stuff that is unrelated to The Walking Dead. That's how little there is to talk about right now.
Yeah. There really wasn't much happening. It was an hour and like 5 minutes of this. Pretty much, this wasn't even this didn't even feel like a filler episode. It felt like a waste of time episode.
Hold on. Tammy Parker says Smooth Criminal by Alien Ant Farm. If you're going to go Smooth Criminal, you go with Michael Jackson. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I love Alien Ant Farm's version, but if I'm going to slay some zombies, I'm just going to play some MJ and roll with it.
Yeah, you can roll with the
hell,
King of Pop.
I'll just put on the whole Thriller album and do it just all night long. It's Commodores too. Bring them on. All right, let's real quick. Tara's tattoos on her wrist. These are the things that conspiracy theories are born from.
Yes.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. I read the chat room wrong, and I thought she said, I didn't know Michael Jackson did it, Smooth Criminal. And I was about to throw my computer. I'm like, I know you're not a millennial.
Tammy, I don't think it's a problem if you have Michael Jackson on your list twice. I mean, he's the goddamn King of Pop.
You can have MJ all day. You can't have enough of that or Prince. There's some good Prince songs, like Head. Head would be a good one. There's some. Let's Go Crazy.
Yeah, that definitely works. Bat Dance,
especially if you have an entrance.
Yeah. If I was going Prince, I'd probably have to do Bat Dance just because.
Bat Dance. Yeah. All right, so Tara's tattoos. Roman numerals 24, 13, 22, and 9. Because I pay attention.
Well,
and there was another one, but it wasn't readable.
Well, I mean, if she only had 3 showing, maybe it could have been the dimensions of a woman that she likes. But I mean, there's at least
13,
4.
22. That is a very small woman.
Yeah. Well,
who knows? Possibly preteen.
Or like surgically altered to look like a Barbie doll. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they always drop stuff that you have no idea what it possibly could mean until they like slap you in the face with it.
I was doing the calculations from Roman to normal in my head because I'm not that smart, and I was really hoping it was going to be the numbers from Lost. Like, wouldn't this be fucking awesome? I was like, 24. Oh my god, it's 24.
Yeah.
No,
like
sorry.
15, 16. Yeah, I don't remember what the numbers from Lost were.
It was 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
I think so. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to have 42 because, 42 is the answer to everything.
Correct. They do that all the time. People in trivia write 42 when they don't know, and I give them a point because I'm like, it's the fucking answer to everything.
It's a fair assumption. I mean, I applaud you for giving them credit for thinking of that.
I also give points for randomly answering Chuck Norris.
Okay.
So
well, if it works,
maybe it's how many walkers she's killed. Okay, I'm fine with that, but where did she get the tattoo gun, and why isn't it tick marks? So
well, I mean, it could be like prison yard tattoos. They could find some ink pens and some needles. Who knows?
Oh, she said, see, now we're bringing it all around. 42. Well, 42 wasn't even a part of this. She's bringing up the fish. She's bringing up so long and thanks for all the fish.
Yeah.
And with 42, that would work, but 42 wasn't one of the numbers that was in Lost. And this isn't Lost because that would be way confusing if there was a hatch and somewhere inside the sanctuary or something. That freaked me out.
Yeah, Negan's guarding the hatch.
Maybe that's the true thing right there.
Yeah.
Maybe Negan is guarding the hatch, and at the end of it, the guy's going to come out and go, no. I chose you to be here, Rick. And you're going to be like,
well, as long as we get, well, then we need the polar bears, and we need the black smoke monster.
Don't we have all that?
Not yet.
All right. Well, you never know. We have a Shiva.
We do have a tiger. I want to see a polar bear show up and like maul some zombies.
What were the numbers again? The numbers on her wrist are 24, 13, 22, and 9 that were visible. There is another one under that. But, and as far as I know, she's not old enough to be in a concentration camp, and the Germans didn't use Roman numerals.
No.
So, all right, that was a stretch for a joke. Sorry. You can't go to the Holocaust for humor ever.
Not really.
Doesn't work out.
No. I mean, yeah, there isn't a whole lot of funny to be had. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all been mined out.
All right. One of the theories. So, could she have stuff hidden in houses with those numbers? Yeah, but they're all like double digit. There's not if they were 24, 13, maybe
a safe combination or something.
Again, you could see another one was present. So a 5-number safe combination is a pretty intricate safe.
True. I mean, yeah, it could be anything, and
you showed them for a reason. You don't show stuff without there being a reason.
Exactly. So I mean, there's gonna be something out of it, but same thing. Like, what was with that key card at the end with the PPP on it?
Oh, the PPP key card. Yeah. I know what this is.
Oh,
are you ready?
Go for it.
It is a fucking mystery.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got nothing.
That was strong.
Thanks, but I'm correct.
Yeah. Again, like you said, they don't show anything unless it has some significance. Why would it have been on the ground? I mean, and especially like an electronic key card like that, who would even use it in the post-apocalyptic world? I mean, not many places have enough power to run something like that.
All right. How about PP Pants? PP Pants City.
Well, unless one of the saviors dropped that, because Tara and Heath wouldn't know what that is.
But I'm just going with some theories here,
Yeah, no, I see Tammy's got that in the chat room.
Right, if Tammy's gonna give it up, I'm gonna take credit for it. Be like, yeah, that's what it means. I mean, it's PP Pants City. Have you seen the shirts? They do have PP Pants City shirts. I want one so bad. It's like, welcome to PP Pants City.
Well, see, like you mentioned earlier from Talking Dead, like I walked in on a couple different parts, and the one thing I kept hearing was semen extraction. I'm like, what the fuck is Hardwick going on about?
That was Cassandra Peterson brought up semen extraction.
Yeah,
because there was no men.
I randomly walked in 2 different times, and the first thing I heard was semen extraction.
That was the hashtag of the night.
Apparently so. Trending #1 worldwide on Twitter, semen extraction. I mean...
Yeah. Oh, Jonah Ray was on there. He's going to be doing Mystery Science Theater on Netflix.
I heard, yeah.
That is so awesome. I love Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, I mean, I heard they're doing it's coming back, which I'm excited for. So honestly, the best part about last night's episode was
the bridge over the River Quile.
No, waiting for it to be over so I could watch Westworld.
All right. Okay. Don't spoil anything. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, damn. It's good.
I know. Is it?
It's good.
God damn it. Maybe I'll do that when this is over.
There
could have been a savior. Heath's glasses were smashed and the truck spinned out, so someone other than Heath could have dropped it. She's right.
This is true.
Pan City makes perfect sense.
No, Julie, we're not going to talk. I'm not going to spoil anything from Westworld. All I will say is it was
next season. We're going to bring. Well, we'll either extend this to do Westworld afterward, or we'll just click out for 5 minutes and start a new one and do a Westworld show too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so much in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not spoiling anything. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't spoil anything.
All I'll say is, 2 weeks ago when they dropped that bomb,
Yeah.
Yeah, they drop another one.
Equal? Ah, God damn. All right. I'll watch
You gotta watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. I got nothing else. I got Timeless tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm a few episodes behind on that.
I've been watching it. Like I said, you guys shouldn't give us boring episodes because Adam and I will just sit here and talk for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started making the girlfriend watch Timeless today, and it kicked off our chat for this week on Monkey Caviar podcast. Our big question of the day is: if you could go back in time and change one event, what event would you change? But the twist is you have to remain in that timeline at that time afterwards. So
Ooh.
what would you change? So then I brought it up to J-Rod and Angel because I think it's an easy question for me because I'm a fucking white dude. I can go anywhere in the history of time and shit's cool for me.
Yeah.
But Angel's Korean and J-Rod's black. So I'm really interested to see what their answers are going to be. Because I told them, you got to think about that. If you're going to have to stay there, what are you going to change, really?
Yeah. That's a really interesting question. I mean, it's not just the whole would you go back and kill Hitler as a baby? Yeah, if you have to stay there,
in the 40s.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that puts a whole different twist on that question.
And then, what is America in the 40s without World War II?
Yeah.
So that's going to change everything.
Yeah. That's
changing big things isn't the smart way to go. I'm saying you got to change something small.
Yeah. Go back in time to, kill baby Trump.
Well, that's not a bad one. I mean, even if I did that, even if I went back to like a time where I could go back to the 80s where I knew exactly where that fucker was.
Yeah.
And I could do whatever I wanted and I could live through the 80s again because I did that shit. That's easy.
You can go back and see Boingo as many times as you want.
Right. I can go back and see some Boingo shows. I have enough sports knowledge that I could definitely go, I know when the Kings win the fucking Stanley Cup. I'm betting on that.
Yeah.
There's enough sports knowledge to get me by. And if I could find a way to wager on movie grosses, I'd tear the world apart.
Now, would you be able to take technology back with you and usurp Bill Gates as the, founder of Microsoft? And
would you want to?
Well, for that kind of money?
That's that kind of work.
True.
Hey, people like, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and everybody with it. Those guys work hard for that fucking money. They're busy fucking dudes.
Oh, I'm not saying I just, skate by the whole thing, but
I like to be lazy. I like to sit on the couch.
So you want to do the Biff Tannen route? Go back, place a few bets, open a casino.
I don't even need to open a casino. I think if I could make 3 smart bets, I could retire.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. And I could be under the radar enough that who cares?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. I don't want to be Bill Gates because Bill Gates is Bill Gates and I don't want to change history. Let Bill Gates be Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Will I buy some Apple stock when it comes out? Oh, fuck right, I will. Yeah, absolutely.
One word for you, Yahoo.
But not a lot of it.
Yeah.
Right. Will I invest in Twitter on opening day? No. No. So yeah, it is an interesting question, and I think I might go back, and I'd go back to the writers' room for the last episode of The Sopranos, and I think I would just beat everyone in that room to death,
including David Chase.
Rewrite the last episode and turn it in so that it actually has an ending.
Yeah.
And thereby giving a legion of fans, what they actually craved, which was
an ending,
a good ending. No ending is a good ending. No ending to any show is going to make everyone happy.
No.
Breaking Bad, people were like, oh, like how can you? Oh, I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
they said Lost was a bad ending. I disagreed.
Yeah, there are some shows that definitely have shitty endings. No matter how big of a fan you are, the ending just absolutely sucked. And there are some that just are polarizing. Some people loved them, some people hated them. I'd say Sopranos probably is one of those few that everyone just hated. I
Oh,
don't think.
everyone hated it. Yeah, there's no loving that one. That just fucking blew.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's like the top two. There's one other show that had such an atrocious ending that just fucking pissed me off, and that was the ending to Quantum Leap.
Yeah, that was pretty. I don't quite remember, but I remember not being happy.
Well, basically, he solved whatever problem he had to do, and he jumped out, and then the screen went black, and it says, uh, Sam Beckett continued to jump. He never made his way home. The end.
Oh,
Yeah. Oops.
okay, well,
Yeah.
there you go. Sometimes you
Yeah.
don't. Sometimes Gilligan doesn't get off the island.
Yeah.
Sometimes Claire jumps off of a Ferris wheel, and that's the last we ever hear.
No, well, there was more, but just nobody else wanted to watch it.
Those numbers could have been a map. First number, then the next number, that hall, next number. Oh, well, that's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. There's going to be theories about all this until the cows come home, until they actually give us what those numbers mean. Yeah, I mean, it's anybody's guess at this point. It's all speculation.
Well, I have a theory. I have a theory that in 3 episodes we might get a good episode.
So by 3 episodes, you mean the mid-season premiere?
Yeah, I can't wait for Spencer's standalone episode. It's going to be so great. Yeah, I think all these characters need Aaron for sure needs his own episode. If we could bring back Sam and get just a one full episode of Jesse's son Sam, that would be great for me.
Who needs their own episode. Who needs their own episode? Ezekiel's right-hand man.
Oh yeah. What was his name? It wasn't Craig, Randy. I just want to call him.
I can't remember. Jerry.
There you go.
Jerry needs his own episode.
Craig, Randy.
I'd love to watch a whole Jerry episode.
Yeah, I'm down. Give me a Jerry episode. I'm all right. Deuces. It'd be fruit time. Hashtag fruit time.
Honestly, it'd be more entertaining than the last few episodes we've had of this show so far.
I mean, I appreciate the little sneak that we saw that it looks like that Jesus and Carl are showing up at Sanctuary. So if that troll's true to comic book form, could be a great episode.
It could, because it looks like from the previews, it looks like we're gonna spend some time at Sanctuary. We're gonna see some more Negans and the Saviors.
That's all we're gonna see. I mean, let's face it. We're not going to see anything other than Negan, Carl, Jesus, and Daryl next week.
And honestly, what I'm expecting is 98% Negan and the Saviors, like 2% Carl and Jesse or Jesus showing up, and that'll be like the very end of the episode, and that will lead into the mid-season finale, because then the next episode will be something completely different. We won't see any of those people for that episode, and then we'll have to wait until the mid-season finale to get the resolution of what happened.
Right. So we may not even see Ezekiel again until the finale, possibly.
2 episodes, Julie. That's what we got left before the midseason, or 2 episodes until it left in this half season.
Right. This was
6.
This was 6. So there's 8.
Yeah.
So 2 more weeks. So yeah, we get next week, and then we get a finale, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Time flies.
All right. Well, we predicted that the mid-season finale would be could be one of a few things. If it is Dwight changing teams, then that's totally set up in the next episode, possibly.
Yeah.
I think we have to get, like I said, we got to get the band back together. This everybody spread out shit. Tara's back in Alexandria, so that takes care of one. We got to get Morgan back there because Carol's still out there at the Kingdom.
I don't see Maggie and Sasha leaving Hilltop anytime soon.
No, I don't see that happening.
So unless Rick or somebody goes out there.
Carl's with Jesus, so that can bring the whole thing together. So yeah, let's get the band back together and finish out with 2 strong episodes, and then leave us hanging with something good and meaty to hold us over until the new year.
Unfortunately, I'm not that optimistic. I think we're going to have one more kind of mediocre episode and then maybe half a great episode for the mid-season finale. But I mean, honestly, I don't know.
If Carl jumps out of the back of that truck with a gun at the end of the mid-season finale, I'm going to be like, ah, crap.
Well, I want to know where he'd get that gun.
Right, because there's no gun in that truck, as far as I know.
And he certainly didn't have any getting onto the truck.
Yeah, well, they're going to get those guns from those ladies, trust me. They didn't show all them guns just to show them, oh, look at how well armed these ladies are.
You know, what they're going to do is like all the men are going to go to Oceanside and seduce the women and then take the guns.
Yeah, you just send you send the dream team over there. You send Daryl, you send Rick, you send Jesus.
Yeah,
you get all them boys over there, and then they do a little Thunder from Down Under routine,
a little full Monty,
and bang, guns galore.
Yeah,
maybe that's it. Maybe they just got to show off their Anaconda don't want none.
That would make for an interesting episode. Just, Rick and the guys just doing strip tease for the ladies,
right?
While somebody sneaks around and takes the guns.
Season 7, episode 9, the full Monty. And semen extractions, of course. Semen extraction.
Well, they're gonna have to trade for the guns, aren't they?
Right, semen extraction for guns. There you go. Perfect. We settled this.
This took a turn I wasn't expecting it to take.
Well, I know. Right? There's a lot in this season that's not in the comics.
Yeah.
There's no Oceanside in no comics.
No, there wasn't.
No Oceanside.
When I saw the description for the episode, I was like, Tara discovers a new community. I'm like, what fucking new community? There was not a new community.
You can find the Whisperers already? Come on.
Yeah.
Like, no. So, yeah. Let's hope they don't find another community next week, because I don't know if I can take it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless they just really feel that there aren't enough people in the other 3 communities as it is to take on Negan. And so like, well, let's just make some more community so we have some more people to throw at him.
Yeah, the United Communities of the Walkerdom. I don't know. It's too much. Yeah, they got to stop. It's too many people.
Yeah.
Not even the ocean. You're right. It's fucking lakeside. It's Riverside.
That's why I call it Camp Crystal Lake.
Straight out of Compton all the way to Riverside.
Oh, all you need is a crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
See, I want when she asked her, she's like, "Where are you from?" She should have been like, "Compton."
CPT.
She didn't even throw it at, because if they were really from that, she'd be like ATL.
Yeah.
It's a horrible place. Don't go to Atlanta. It's covered in the tears of Falcons fans. Except they're actually good this year. So. Probably the Potomac River, the mountains by the Chesapeake Bay. Well, look at us getting a history, fucking geography lesson.
See, that's why we have the chat room. For people that are smart enough to tell us things that we don't know.
To hold us up and get this podcast to an actual hour. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
That was a stretch.
Yeah, there was maybe like 15 minutes of discussion for the episode, and that was if we really stretched that out.
Really? If she was a part of an episode, I couldn't talk for 15 minutes about Tara. So I did see one thing that I wanted it kind of made me mad. Some people were giving her some body shaming. I saw some tweets that were really ugly. And the girl just had a baby. And she's not unattractive, so they should just knock that shit off.
No, I mean, I thought that she did look a little bit bigger than she did the last time we saw her.
Yeah, because she'd had a baby.
See, I didn't know that, but I wasn't sitting there thinking like, oh man, she's put on the weight. What the fuck are they doing over there? No, I mean, honestly, I didn't give a shit. But there are people that, I mean, you look at people get stupid over the most ridiculous things. I mean, when was it the Da Vinci Code came out, people were pissed off that Tom Hanks's hair didn't look like the character described in the book. I mean, people went to the internet in droves to complain about his hair not being, the same as it was described. I mean, people just want to bitch about stupid,
really not
pointless stuff. Yeah, true. but it should have been more like it was described in the book. God
No,
damn it.
I get it. And but this is not a character that Tara's not in the comic.
No,
So
not at all.
So there's no basis for the character. All they're really doing is getting on Elena Masterson for having a baby and putting on some baby weight. Good on you, girl. You still looked good.
Oh yeah.
So let the haters hate.
Yeah, I mean, when she came back, towards Alexandria wearing those hot pink sunglasses, I thought she still looked pretty cute.
She looked dope, right?
Yeah.
Hey, it's the end of the world. She's not going to go for me because I ain't a chick.
Yeah, true.
I'd certainly hook her up with any other vegetarians that I met. So
yeah, everyone deserves to be happy in the end of the world.
I agree. So real quick before we go, you don't watch Survivor, right?
I don't.
They just had a guy just like drop the "I'm gay" bomb.
Really?
Like come out for the first time in his life in the middle of Survivor.
Damn.
And I know, right? And I was like, one, maybe you should have talked to your family first at home. But
yeah, can you imagine that reaction? Like the parents are probably watching the show live, that's their son on there. Like, oh yeah, our son's so great. Wait, what?
yeah. So I don't know where I was going with that. I just thought it was interesting that was the platform he chose.
Yeah, I mean,
like, is reality TV really the best place for that?
Apparently it is.
Apparently. I hate society.
I mean, because that's how you make it famous these days, is you do something stupid on the internet and then people will throw TV shows at you.
Well, where's our TV show?
Well, we haven't done anything stupid yet.
Fuck Chris Hardwick. No, I actually like Chris Hardwick, so I won't even do that.
Yeah, I think one of us has to have a sex tape or something like that before somebody will throw a show at us.
All right, you do it.
Okay.
I have a girlfriend. She will divorce me if I have a sex tape. And really, I'm the bigger of us, so nobody wants to see that sex tape anyway. It's just a bunch of goo moving in directions that it shouldn't move.
There's an image I will take with me to bed tonight.
There you go. Enjoy that one with puppets. Absolutely with puppets. I know it would be the greatest podcast ever if we did this with puppets. Like we don't have to change anything except
puppets.
Puppets.
We get little sock puppets.
We could do it like this. It'll be like, hello. Today on The Walking Dead, we watched The Walking Dead, you see. Yeah, that's my Yoda Easter basket.
Nice.
It was out for Halloween.
Nice. That's awesome.
Now it's up for Christmas. You can never have enough candy.
No, you can't.
Full of Starburst. All right. We're down to Starburst talk. It's time to go.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted our conversation topics for the evening.
That's going to do it for this week's Where's Carl. I want to thank the chat room. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being a part of the show.
Yeah, it's great having people chatting with
love
us.
You. Tell all your friends. Let's get the chat room up to 3. 3 people would be awesome, but we love 2. It's 2 more than we've had in the past. So thanks, guys. And we will talk to you all next week, where we're sure we're going to get a good episode.
We're hoping we get a good episode.
An episode. And something with enough for us to talk about. So until then, love many, trust few, and do harm to no one.